Bruh. Gaming. Gaming. Oh, thank God that didn't autoplay. Sorry, I had YouTube up, obviously, I'm enduring a crisis over here. Always with the crises. Once again, to those of you who watch the VODs and show up for the first second of the stream to watch the inevitable train wreck unfold, I appreciate you. Because this is not, I don't know. Really cranking the engine here. Fuck. Okay, I think I got it together. I think I got everything good. All right, time to play some freaking video game. I'm gonna turn up the desktop audio like a tiny little hello gamer, fellow gamer. Turn up the desktop audio a little tiny bit because I feel like Halo could be a bit louder. I'm on your projector. Oh my God, that's insane. Am I like on your wall? Can I do like shadow puppets? No, I can't because I'm in the light. I'm not, you know, between the light and the wall. I would have to be there. Not. Anyway, I live in your walls now, basically, is what I'm saying. Guys, I'm banned. I'm banned from fucking competitive play. I'm banned from ranked. Wait, I'm not banned from ranked anymore. Fuck yes. It kept disconnecting, so it banned me. But I guess the ban is up. One of these days, I'm gonna get perma-banned for these disconnects, and I'm gonna have to start a new account, and I'm gonna waste all my fucking battle pass progress. They're just gonna suck, but whatever. Hello, fellow gamer. Greetings, gamer. Which sucks because I really want the freaking AI. Guys, we might talk about communism today. I'm sorry in advance if we talk about communism, but Vosh was tweeting about communism, so now we have to think about it. I love communist leftist infighting. It is so fucking fun to watch these days. It used to piss me off. I used to get super upset, but now it's just fucking funny every time. Like, no matter who's like there's never a decent debate around communism because communists just don't seem to be able to debate each other without resorting to like actual screaming, but it's fun. For someone who is essentially a communist, I have way too much fun watching Western communists destroy each other. I don't know, it's the marketplace of ideas, you know? The entirely... Oh my God, I always forget to turn off the freaking comms, and I'm just hoping that no one says anything that's gonna get me smitten off of YouTube. I don't know. Someone give me the proper tense of that word. Is that Spartan taller than me? I hope so. That'd be very gender affirming. Oh shit, I forgot I was actually... Oh my God, I should have done a warm-up round. My brain is not on enough. Communists on Twitter interacting with each other. Yeah. Well, you know what? At least they're interacting with somebody. They don't do that often, so, you know. Take this moment to be proud of them. I hope that guy lives. I hope I don't kill him. Oh no, I killed him. I killed my guy. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I'm gonna sleep tonight. And I'm gonna fucking feed too on top of it. This is great. I think I might suck, guys. Good thing that guy... Oh no, he has the sword! I'm a dumbass! I forget it's always there. Yeah, but communism fun. Can somebody... Are there any insane communists in the chat that can fill me in on all theory? Because I don't actually understand specific communist sub ideologies yet. All I know is that all the information is almost always presented in the poorest way possible when talking to communists. So yeah. Yeah, I used to put labels on it, but then I realized that when you're interacting with communists and you put like a label on yourself, like when you pick a communist sect to identify with, you must have 100% party loyalty, because the exact moment that you articulate a view that is different from the specific dogmatic values of that sect, yeah. Yeah, this is kind of fucky. This is kind of fucky. I'm so glad that I'm unbanned. I get to suck and fucking... Yep. Nope. Yep. Sorry, I'm not a communist. Good enough. Fair enough. Communists who, Honestly, I want to see the demographics of, like, how many communists are Disney World stans. Am I disqualified from being a communist? Am I a bad communist if I'm a Disney World stan? If I'm a Disney adult? Are Disney adults allowed in the Communist Party? I want to know. Or are you disqualified? Read Animal Farm once. Not very, very useful. I have no idea what the fuck. I am completely uninformed on classical literature. I read Of Mice and Men and then forgot what was in it. I read To Kill a Mockingbird and forgot what was in it. Brave New World kind of sucked. No idea what the fuck he was trying to say there. Kind of fucking crazy if you ask me. What else? Great Gatsby, shit, complete trash. Actual sorry excuse for a book. Catcher in the Rye, probably a good book, but I fucking hate it. Always will. Glad it finally shut those fucking Beatles up, though. Tell you what. Kidding, joke. We are never saying things like that, guys. That is not nice. Very mean. Hello. Welcome. We're having completely normal, healthy conversations here. Communism's would not allowed to like things. On the internet it is. I don't know. I would like to meet some real life communists. I would like to meet some pre-internet American communists. I want to meet the communists from before the internet was invented. And see what the fuck that was like. I guess there are probably books I could read that contain that information, but fuck that. It's George Orwell's take on communism. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know George Orwell's take on anything because I haven't read 1984. Because I don't want to have to think about it. Only read it for school though. Yeah. That is also the reason why I read all the books that I've read in my life. I don't think I've read a book since school, or if I have, I don't remember it. I've certainly purchased books with the intent to read. Had a few audiobooks going for a minute there, mostly on the market though. So it's pretty much the opposite of reading communist theory is reading market theory. I would love to play the market again just for fun, like a game. You know, as it's probably better for the environment than buying NFTs, right? Depending. I don't know. I saw an article titled something about why ethical investing is stupid. No, it was a YouTube video, and I didn't watch it. So why am I talking about it? I don't fucking know. I read Animal Farm at school. Gay communism? Oh, that's my favorite sect. That is my favorite, it's my favorite kind. There are some forms of non-gay communism. Not a fan of those. The gayer the communism, the more likely it is that I will be chill with it. Lots of audiobooks I'll never listen to, yeah. How much RAM do I have? 1080 was 16, gets like 40 FPS on Discord, slows to a crawl when on this game. Yeah, this game's got some weird optimization going on. I'm running 16 gigs as well. And I have a 1080 and a 1700. Ryzen 7 1700. So I've cranked the image. I've cranked all the settings are at low, and I cranked the image scaling down to like 72%. And I'm still coming in sub 144 FPS. So, Lord knows. Oh god, damn it! Fucking Neeler. Scary spooky socialist here on YouTube. Uh-oh, I'm terrified. Where? Don't. I need to know where. We need to run, guys. The call was coming from inside the house. Yeah, so I don't know. I really don't know. The optimization is weird, though. A lot of people just straight up can't run this game. The game crashes so much for me that that I've been banned multiple times from ranked because I just cannot stick out a whole game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think RAM should be the issue there, though. If it's doing that, and if it's just this game in particular, I don't know. Probably just a stupid fucking bug. Because this game, again, on the PC port is complete trash. You know, people who are praising this game are right to, like for gameplay purposes and stuff, but you don't hear a ton about the bugginess, because I think the majority of the player base is playing on console. So a lot of us PC losers are left to, yeah, that guy, that wasn't gonna fucking work, bro. Fuck was he doing? A lot of us PC losers are just stuck here in the crash dimension and the lag dimension. That's super weird that is happening. I will tell you that. Guy who made that video about ethical investing, Wall Street Millennial, he uploads 3 times a day. No, there's another guy. There's another guy that I watch, whose name I do not remember, who had a couple of decent videos. I love it when I'm watching like highly capitalist content about the market, and there are like socialist themes in it because they're fully aware of like the ethical implications of what they're doing, but they do not give a fuck. So it's really funny. There are these undertones of like, yeah, I don't know. Same goes for when you're watching videos about like civil engineering and shit, and like just like geography and shit like that, like Wendover. Those of you who watch Wendover and shit, like, you know. Oh, or God, Bright Sun Films does a lot of videos of like abandoned places and stuff. Super fun. If you like abandoned shit, Bright Sun is definitely something to check out. But they're like, a lot of the videos comment on like just the wastefulness and like the socioeconomic situation of the areas that the abandoned places are in, like how fucking like tasteless it is and shit like that to have such like, I don't know. I quite appreciate some of the dialogue that occurs though, especially in the video about like the housing situation in Canada. Totally epic. Always a surprise to get like woke content from a channel that seems completely disinterested in it. Microsoft just wants to sell more consoles. I've legitimately considered buying an Xbox just because fucking Halo's just shit on PC, but you know what? I'm not gonna be in a financial situation for that until I pick up a fucking second full-time job, until I'm working fucking 80-hour weeks. That is not occurring, so I'll just go ahead and take my buggy-ass experience. It's fine. Optimization, oof, indeed. Yeah, there's some weird quirks. There's something going on with this, because there doesn't seem to be a correlation between like the quality of your hardware and whether or not the game crashes. It seems to pretty much just be like, fuck you, something's configured wrong and we're not telling you what. Yeah, urban exploration, I forgot that that's what it's called. I have a very passing interest in it, and not a super active interest in it. Yeah, Addy, that does seem up your alley. Bootstrap, Sigma grind, yeah, pretty much. That's how you make it in this world. Anyway, so a Marxist-Leninist, and a Marxist-Leninist Maoist walk into a bar. All of them snap their heads at a 180-degree angle to look at me and wait for me to say something so they can decide if, based on one statement, I am an enemy of the state, or which is funny coming from, you know, like, I think my favorite communists are anarchists. I really do. I'm not an anarchist. I'm a strong proponent of the transitional state, but I gotta say my favorite communists are anarchist communists for sure. 80-hour weeks, Sigma grind set. Yep. Must work 80-hour week for Xbox. No eat, only Xbox. What if I screamed? Wouldn't that be off-putting? Sorry. I'm really funny. I come up with the best ideas. Who would win? A multi-level marketer or a Marxist-Leninist Maoist? In a fight? Probably the MLM for sure. In a debate, not the communist. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Be so careful with that thing, he says. I'm going to regret this, I say. Oh right, we have to play the objective. How could I forget? Well, time to go get it, I suppose. Yum. No, don't make me uninvisible. That sucks. Where'd this guy go? Fuck, I'm an idiot. How are these guys dominating the ball when like most of their team is not even in the vicinity? I mean, I know I'm not in the vicinity, but fuck. Anyways. Well, that was going to occur, I suppose. Watch this guy makes videos about satellite TV in Canada. Plug. I don't watch enough YouTube anymore. I used to take in a lot of YouTube. It was very fun, very entertaining. Oh my god, I'm completely fucking this up for my team. But yeah, it was very refreshing to watch that fast pass video. But it's been a hot minute since I had that kind of enriching content in my life. I hope this guy finishes the job. I really gave him the setup here, so. Come on, Chief, you got this. Fuck yeah. That's my guy. That's my man. That's my boyfriend, actually. My favorite thing about him is that he doesn't use comms. It's funny, Halo's the one game where I just do not want to fucking hear anyone's bitch-ass voice. Like any other game, I want communication so I can win. This game, I'd rather lose than have to listen to dumb fucks. By the way, the melee speed on the skull is 0.88 seconds, so if you want to pwn, unlike me, be sure to utilize that knowledge. Haven't played Infinite yet, but it seems like one of those games. I feel really satisfying to get a kill. It does. It does. It feels super fucking satisfying. It's the most satisfying game to get a kill in ever, in my opinion, for sure. It's a really tight. Also, the movement, the controls and shit are really tight. And if you like Halo, if you've played Halo before, it changes up the dynamic, the movement in this game. Makes playing with the battle rifle, the pace is so different and stuff, and the AR is so much more useful and fun. Really, this game is so fucking pog, if I'm being honest with you. This sucks. Use my coping mechanism. I watched 60 hours of YouTube a week since 2015. That's pog, that's fair. I used to listen to about that much YouTube. I don't anymore though. What I do for work, this. Just kidding. I hope to make it this someday though. But in order to do that, I have to actually, you know, do it and upload a video. Infinite's greatest performance issues, very fun. Yeah. Even though it crashes, like literally if any other game crashed as much as this game did, I would just stop fucking playing it until it was fixed, you know? But like, no, I cannot stop playing this game. It's too much fucking fun. Too much fucking fun. I hate this. I hate that we're allowing this to occur. Fucking Christ. Okay, we're gonna take this thing into the fucking corridor here. You guys ready? Ugh, fucking Christ. Of course not. Basically on my own. Finished all of these videos last week. It was a wild ride. I've only seen like 2 or 3. Sucked at Halo since Combat Evolved. Same. I mean, granted, Combat Evolved came out when I was like 5, but yes, I've always sucked at it and all other Halo games, including this one. I'm probably better at this one than the others though. Oh fuck. Well, yeah. But yeah, super satisfying to get a kill. Not that I do it particularly often, but yes. Nothing on top. Escape from Tarkov. Crashing. Slapped up in Discord. I have never played it. I've been told to play it, but I've never played it. Fuck. Well, that was just gonna happen, wasn't it? Destiny. Okay, let's not say that. Fucking everything this week. I don't know if like leftist Twitter is always like this, or if I've just decided to show up at a weird time, but fucking Vosh, Destiny, ContraPoints, Shoe on Head, everyone is melting the fuck down. Everything stupid that can possibly happen is happening. Like, it's the dumbest shit ever, like constantly all week. Even Hassan, like everyone is just fucking going off and just constant, everyone's fucking, it's just constant bitching. It's just constant bitching right now. And I don't know if it's just something that happens or what. I would not recommend Tarkov to this prone to anxiety. I have very bad anxiety. And it's just wild. Makes a couple good points though. I definitely needed her videos. It's funny because people leave comments on my videos sometimes that are like, hey, this video like came to me when I needed it. Like my egg is thoroughly cracked. Like, thank you, whatever. And I always appreciate that. That always makes me happy. But I was watching one of her videos, and it was basically like, hey, it was, you know, obviously anyone who's seen a Kerbizia video knows that it's just kind of like a tangent every time, a wild off the rails tangent. But the message was something along the lines of have some goddamn self-respect and start like existing the way you wanna. Like fuck everybody was kind of, to my memory, the message, and yeah, I needed it. Why, hello! Welcome aboard. Yep, I'm throwing. I'm literally throwing. Even though I have, Wait, does that guy seriously have no fucking ball time? Do I have all the fucking ball time? We're going to lose. If I'm the best we got, we're going to lose. Guaranteed. Yeah, leftists need to figure it the fuck out. It's whatever. Leftists just have trauma. Makes it impossible for them to trust each other, to build friendships. You know, constant fucking, just like everyone, like no, there's just no trust. There's no brotherhood. There's no, I don't know. We gotta get together though on the left. We gotta figure it out. Because those guys on the right, they will become buddy-buddy over the littlest shit. If they're just the same kind of racist, they will instantly be besties. They will have each other's backs forever. But for God's sake, if you fucking... I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what... Like, what's the lowest offense that you can do to get just ejected from the left at terminal velocity? What's the least bad thing you can do and just, like, be screwed forever? I'm trying to think, because I feel like there's something out there. And I'm talking about actually done, like not like this fucking like all this shit, like when people complain about like Vosh or Contra or whoever, like, oh, they did XYZ thing, we need to get rid of them. Normal length, having fun, being polite and trusting each other, and leftist discourse. Yeah, well, we're never gonna do that, I don't think. Probably not. As long as leftists have existed, there has been infighting. We're like the Sith, except for the fact that we're like morally correct. Pretty much. That's a joke, by the way. That's a complete joke. I think what we would now call like libertarian leftism is pretty much the prevailing like belief that helped society stay stable for a bajillion years. Like all kinds of societies that we now view as primitive, like Native American societies and shit, could probably be described as like leftist libertarian societies in retrospect. A lot of communal ownership and shit like that going on. A lot of respect for human decency and shit, you know? Aversion to capital as a prevailing concept. Pretty cool shit. I think that's the default state for humanity, and then the shit that we call leftism now is just like the trauma response ignited by authoritarianism. But that's just me. I should probably try to get the dub here instead of bitching about the left. Ball dropped. Yeah. Yeah. Love hearing that. I'm totally not sick of that. The biggest problem with leftists is the gatekeeping. I personally am libertarian. Yeah, I don't know. I think I agree with that. I'm a fairly strong like leftist of some nondescript nature. I don't even know what the fuck to call it, but I gotta say it's pretty much impossible to exist in leftist space, and I feel like we as leftists articulate ideas in the worst possible fucking way. Like literally we are so dogmatic and so obsessed with the idea of being perfectly right 100% of the time, and so averse to compromise that we are just incapable of presenting a palatable idea. Which is really fucking funny, and I think part of it has to do with the fact that I think there may be some interference occurring. Like, I genuinely believe, I honest to God believe that Russian bots are fucking with discourse. Maybe not on leftist Twitter and shit, but I think the habits that are being built in general online in terms of how we conduct ourselves are definitely influenced by the shadowy hand of chaos. Because for God's sake, I think the left coalescing into something that doesn't hate itself and wants to actually make progress would be the worst possible thing to happen to capitalism. There's got to be some capital value in making sure that doesn't happen, but that's like conspiracy shit, I guess. I just don't see the capital value to facilitating healthy leftist discourse, you know? I don't. I'm not saying that anyone's stifling it, I'm just saying that certainly no one's helping, you know? I guess that's the truth. I guess that's the case, because like all the bad ideas have money behind them and all the good ideas just have idiots behind them. Broke fucking idiots debating each other. Left libertarian is maybe the label you're looking for. Yeah, I'm a fairly lib left person indeed. Lib left love, but LARPing authorites. Yeah, that's what I used to be. Left is averse to compromise unless they're in government. Yeah, and they get well. I don't know. I don't know if I would describe the government. The people. There are no leftists in American government. Not even AOC. Not even Bernie Sanders. None of them are far enough left. I feel like I agree with a lot of left ideals. However, I'm not so interested in the obsession with labeling. Yeah. Totally agree. I try to be careful with how I label myself because I don't want to because like again on the left when you label yourself you take on all the beliefs of that label. You're like fucking God, I hate how tofu has been in the public eye so much too. Like it's all connected. It's all connected. But for real, intersectionality is necessary for assessing social issues. I don't know about that. When it comes to social issues, labeling is obviously important, and considering circumstances, probably important. But when we're talking about political ideologies, labeling things like Leninism, Marxism, whatever the fuck, like that kind of shit, I think that's what we're talking about. When we're talking about labeling, that's the shit that's fucking stupid. Labeling your political ideology and shit. You know, like I understand that to have unity, you have to have some kind of shared identity, but we go a little too far with that. I think on the left. And sometimes we see the right doing that, but generally they're less predisposed, I think. And that's why they are allowed to essentially own everything and gerrymander the earth and fucking, you know, all the other shit they fucking get away with. Are we talking about communism? Yes. Kami-wami. Ooh-woo. Cool. So now we have to deal with this situation. Which is great. Love that. Love that for us. This guy better fucking bail me out. Nope. Oh my god. Thank god I'm monumentally lucky. Can we please bring the flag back? I'm a Nozbol. That's funny. That's funny. All Nozbols are instantly banned. There will be no Nozbol discourse here. I feel like Shuan had a secretly Nozbol gang. I think she has a hard-on for that. Just from an outside glance. She's probably my favorite problematic tweeter. She literally has... she has tweeted some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, if I'm being honest with you. But for some reason, I just cannot get over following her. She just has some... occasionally, she'll have a really fun take. And I just, like, I just sit and watch. and participate far too much. I'm pretty much, yeah, I don't know. Commies are tasty with an IE. That's, great. That's great. Let's continue that discourse elsewhere. I think I would much rather talk about worker co-ops. Yeah, same. I think most people are literally just worried about individual liberty. I think that's the case, but how we articulate it varies so much. And drawing the line between one person's liberties and another. And what we think a liberty is where we run into problems. You know, some people think it's their liberty to not serve gay people in their business. I don't like Shu. I draw the line of following Vosh. Yeah, I don't know any of these people's, like, actual... Like, I don't even know if they're good or fucking bad. I just follow them and participate in the discourse. I just assume that everything's said about them. I think she has a hard on. Yeah, we're bringing back the transvestigation. But I just assume that everything said about them is true and that they're all terrible. But I continue to participate anyway because I have no fucking life. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like how, I don't know. It's just funny, I guess. It's kind of like a, I don't know. Vosh is like a real life political cartoon, you know? Vosh's Twitter, it's like It's like living in a fake simulation where the politics, like you ever turn the gravity like up in a video game or down, like you fuck with the physics settings. It's like someone opened the console and slid the politics slider to the extreme level. Like what would happen if we just overdosed on being online? And that's Vosh's Twitter, and I love it. Thank God I'm MLG. These guys fucking suck. Return the fucking flag, bro. Just bring the goddamn flag back.
You're exposed, Spartan.
Can you please? Guys, this sucks.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Anyway, I'm thinking again that I should write that political manifesto so that I can cause the most extreme discourse. Yeah.
They know where we are.
I'm literally giving away my position for what reason? Fun. Please return the goddamn flag, guys. You got this. I'm gonna stand right here, and if I get killed, I get killed. Return the fucking flag, idiots. You got this, pussies. Come on, dumb fuck. Yes! Sorry, I'm being very mean. J-Reg, who's that? Is that like Germa? Like, they both start with a J. They must know each other. Germa politics stream, please. Hardly ever consume political content. Just makes you angry. Have better things to do with your time. You are wise. Wiser than I will ever be. I gotta learn to fucking tune it out. But instead, I'm a dumbass. So, and I make it my entire identity. Literally, all I have to do. I've seen a few trans YouTubers lately, whose entire thing is that they just make like fun videos of whatever the fuck they want, and they just run around and have a great time, and they have a fun community, and just everything is perfect all the time for them. And they don't have to talk about politics all the time in order to have a fulfilling life or enjoy the content they make. They just vibe and exist as themselves. But for some reason, I decided that I have to talk about politics all the time and tweet about politics constantly, like as if that's the only fucking thing that matters. U.S. obsession with personal liberty is kind of problematic. Yeah, we don't know where to draw the line. It's literally fucking stupid, the kind of shit that we try to say counts as personal liberty. It's very short-sighted, and we just refuse to acknowledge that our actions do in fact have consequences. We think it's personal liberty to shoot somebody in the fucking face, for God's sake. Like, no. But at the same time, I feel like that pollutes the discourse, you know, because like, then when you think about personal liberty, usually the first thing you're thinking about is like a dumb fuck far-right libertarian saying that it's their right to grow meth or whatever. When the societal impact of that is like, you know, ideally there would be the death sentence for shit like starting the opioid crisis, you know? Remember all that shit that happened? Ideally that would be the case, but for some reason we think it's okay to just like, I don't know. At the same time, I don't know. But what I'm saying is talking about personal liberty is hard because the idea of personal liberty in America has been polluted to such a great degree that we think it counts as personal liberty to oppress others, which is really fucking funny. Yeah, you couldn't press E on that for 1 fucking second, buddy. God damn it, dumbass. Stop caring about politics today. Trans people are protected and trans healthcare is free. Yeah. Step 1, get rid of tax-free status for churches. Yeah, I think that'd be a good step. I think that'd be great. I don't think it would do much because the churches would probably immediately collapse because they are designed on being parasitic, and the second they're faced with adversity, they will cry themselves to sleep one final time. I really think that would be just like, and that would be good, you know, the death of religion in America would just be the best thing to ever fucking happen, but still, I think it's a great step. I think it should be done. I think, why the fuck should churches be tax exempt? I don't fucking understand. But, you know, I think that's a pretty basic one. I think anybody who's not a fucking religious fundamentalist agrees with that, but the religious fundamentalists have so much money, it's impossible to change shit. Also, it's one of those things that's so deeply ingrained into like a bunch of state and local municipalities, like legal codes. Like the idea of trying to change the law there like would probably be so fucking imposing. Like the amount of resistance that you would get from so many different places. I don't know. I don't even know how that could be done. I think the best way to do that would honestly just be to kill religion through the conventional means of like culture war and like shit like just like exist in the world. Don't be religious, be chill to people, and then eventually like children will realize, oh, all the adults who have their head on straight don't seem to believe in God, and then they will copy you, because that's what happened to me and basically every other fucking atheist I know. And within like 30 years, maybe we can live in a society that has some goddamn self-respect and doesn't defer to God. That's basically like having a gambling addiction and deferring to fate. Short dresses, pog, yes. Not to get political, long dresses or short dresses, okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late on that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, for me, long dresses, I find them to be elegant. And if you want to make it provocative, there are plenty of ways to do that. Dropping some hot takes. Too chicken to say stuff like this publicly. I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying that's so controversial. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. This is just the kind of shit. I talk like this at work. Like, I'm just like, is this bad? Is this wrong? I don't know. From Canada, enjoy conversation history videos. What are your thoughts on abolishing police and prisons and transformative justice? Love that question. God's all knowing and all powerful, but just can't get the money together. George Carlin, love that. George Carlin, smart guy. But as for abolishing police and prisons, transformative justice, I think it goes without saying that the police are beyond fucked, especially in America. I'm obviously, again, at my core, like a leftist libertarian type, so law enforcement in general is something that I feel like I genuinely believe that some form of like law enforcement is necessary to prevent people from infringing on each other's rights. Like, I think the idea that can just be decentralized or automated completely is not possible, because human judgment will in the end always have to be passed. But I think that we need to have about 90% fewer police officers, and about 1% of them should have guns. I think that would probably be ideal. So yeah, and I think we need to change how we do trials and like juries and shit, to be far more fair to like minorities and all that. And I think that we could, yeah, I don't know. And as far as prisons are concerned, that's a complete fucking joke. I come from Illinois, which I don't know if it's the only U.S. state, but it is a U.S. state with no private prisons, all public prisons. That's a first step. I think that, again, we need like 90% fewer prisoners too. Far too many fucking people are in jail for shit you just shouldn't fucking be in jail for. The way we do prison, it's just life ruining. Sentences are way too long for most things. Just the way we do shit is so asinine and fucked up. There's really, at this point, there's no amount of change that would be bad, in my opinion. We would have to go really fucking far before we fuck it up, you know? In terms of scaling it back. So yeah, I think it's actually laughable how fucked up the justice system is, especially in America. And it's just gotta fucking, shit's gotta fucking change. Militarization of police is fucked. Yes. Also, what police do exist with like guns and shit, which like, there's fucking. I hate to say this, but there's always going to be need for some kind of someone who can intervene in some situation. You know, there will always be violent situations that happen. You know, people get fucking brain tumors that make them go insane and hold their wife at knife point and shit. And at that point, you need someone who's trained to handle that. But that person shouldn't be a cop who had 6 weeks of training. It should be a professional who did 6 to 8 years of training specifically for that, like you would train a doctor or a lawyer. With only the equipment they need to resolve the situation and nothing more. And it should be a highly regulated process with a lot of data being captured while this is occurring, and very high stakes for the officer involved, where a judgment call could at the very least end your career, or worse. I think there should be criminal penalties for cops that break the law on shift. They shouldn't just fucking get away with it. If you shoot a 13-year-old boy in the streets of Chicago who has no fucking gun, at the very least, no job, but I think you should do a little bit of fucking jail time for that, mistake or not. I think you need to think twice before you take your gun out as a cop, and if not, don't be a cop. If you're a pussy, don't be a cop. If you're so fucking pussy that you just snap and kill people because you're a dumbass who has no idea how to resolve a situation, fuck you. I guess. Not an excuse to fucking kill somebody. So yeah. Needs to be a second form of Supreme Court that just evaluates old laws, see if they're still relevant and necessary. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think that'd be fun. I don't know how the fuck to structure that, but I think that'd be fun. But at the same time, that could also, there are a lot of old laws that help a lot of things, and a lot of technicalities that can also be exploited by people who need them, you know, and used against, like, you know, I don't know. The law is complicated, and when you add ways to manipulate it, you are just adding in avenues for corruption, I think. But at the same time, like, the vast majority of laws in general at least need a look at, if not a change. So how do we do it? Who fucking knows? I'm a transgender. I didn't go to any college. I have no practical experiences, no real life networking with any fucking adults who know what the fuck they're doing. Literally everyone I know is a fucking artist, or just like a fucking goddamn or like an entry-level employee somewhere. Like, I know literally absolutely nothing about this world or how it works, by the way, and neither do any political YouTubers, by the way. So just like, even the ones with backgrounds don't know shit. Don't know shit. College background doesn't fucking matter. All colleges are is indoctrination camps anyway. Fucking the banks wrote the curriculum for basically every finance program in America. History programs are probably no better. Politics and political science programs are probably no better. Like, I don't know shit about college, but I listen to these people who supposedly went to college talk, and I'm just like, what the fuck is your problem? So what I'm saying is, I don't know. Cops treat neurodiverse, disabled, and mentally ill people absolutely horribly. Shooting a deaf man is not going to make him hear you working order. Absolutely. Yep. 100%. That's why there need to be there need to be legal penalties for cops that fuck that up. Again, if you're a pussy and you're going to fuck it up, don't be a cop. Don't be a fucking pussy. Hello, chat. Hello to you. We unironically need ACAB type people to become cops. Make a difference. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Typically, when you hate that facet of our society that much, it's the last thing you want to become. And I think the idea of changing it from the inside is definitely a myth. I think the first thing we're going to need is mass societal disapproval of the criminal justice system, and I think we're getting there. That's why protesting is so important, and not shutting up about this shit is so important. Like, people need to know that you think it's important if you think it's important, especially on this issue, because public support is going to have a pretty direct impact, I think, in the long term on demilitarizing the police and just de-policing in general. If you want to get it done, I think public support is the only way. And public support right now, I think, is a huge factor of resistance. People like to say that it's just like the military-industrial complex or whatever. But you talk to fucking randos on the street, they are so brainwashed by this fucking military, by the same complex that we're talking about. But police propaganda has brainwashed people so much that public support for the police is remarkably high. And in order to change that, you're going to have to undo all that brainwash. And in order to do that, you're just going to have to create a critical mass of people in society that think things need to change, and very passionately believe it, I think. So it's a great conversation. No stupid questions, guys. I absolutely love questions, because questions lead to conversations like that, where I say 50% shit that I'll regret later, and 50% the most ballin' shit.
We have the ball.
Who needs college? Settle on fire. Give it a hard reset. Maybe not that, but I definitely think we could use a little bit of adjustment. Police unions and police culture is at the core of law enforcement issue. Racism, brutality. Yep. Absolutely. We indoctrinate society at large into supporting basically police racism and violence, and then we train police that are basically specially trained to enforce modern Jim Crow and shit. Not much of a conspiracy, it's pretty much just what's happening. So yeah, counteracting that is basically step one, I think. But again, not an expert.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
It's funny to hear people on the right talk about, like, indoctrination from the left on, like, queer issues, like we're turning the kids trans, but the right's entire strategy hinges on indoctrination.
Ball dropped.
It's funny to point fingers.
Enemy has the ball.
That's the one thing that's like, okay, there's a lot of fucked up things about conservatism, but I think the single most fucked up thing about conservative ideologies, not even just like politicians and politics, but like ideologies like religions and shit, which almost every religion is every modern like Abrahamic religion, I guess, you know, the big three. Is Islam considered an Abrahamic religion? I don't know. I don't know shit about the world, but pretty much all heavily conservative ideologies, and we allow these religious ideologies. And in America, you know, Christianity has pretty much its fucking hands around the balls of society. It's just gripping us. But really, like in America, for example, you know, Christian indoctrination of the youth is ridiculous to the point where, like, you know, you could teach creationism in schools in some of these states, you know, like it's terrible. I think it's highly unethical to indoctrinate children, especially like when I was a kid, we were told in church that someday we might have to be prepared to give our lives for Jesus. Someday we may be on our knees with a gun to the back of our head. I was told this shit. And we may have to denounce Jesus to save our lives, and in that situation, we're supposed to be faithful and just take the L, according to the pastor. Pastor said, "Take the fucking L. Your APMs are shit. You can't keep up anyway, so just take the L." Check out Non-Computer YouTube, Pog, Will, if I remember. May I ask what variety of content this is? Because half the time when someone says check out X on X platform, it is the dumbest shit, and half the time it's a 2-hour-long fast pass video that I loved. So I don't know. What was I saying though? Oh yeah, so yeah, I was indoctrinated as a child to believe that you know, faith in Jesus was life or death, and that'll fuck you up in the head, and that's the kind of shit that we allow. We allow it in fucking schools. We allow that kind of shit to fucking propagate. And just ruin kids' lives with it. So that fucking sucks. Hello. I love these cheery greetings. I'm talking about some serious shit sometimes, and then someone will come in with an exclamation point at the end of their hello, and make my day. Give me a nice bright smile so that I can go back to talking about the Jesus mines, laboring in the Jesus mines. I have a ton of fun church stories. I really need to make the church story video already. Oh, fuck. I really just let that happen. I am actually stupid. They basically made us pray in school as kids. Yeah, it's really weird and unethical. I agree. I think allowing children to be exposed to those ideologies is unethical. I mean, if as a parent, if I was a parent, you know, like, that's like letting your kid join a cult. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Highly irresponsible. And to force it on children is another thing entirely. That is even worse, but yeah. Like, I wouldn't, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta take the L for Jesus, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I find religion to be religion not to be confused with spirituality. Religion is pretty much completely useless at best, and malignant at worst. That's my fucking take on religion. Is it a hot take? Probably not at this point. I've been on Reddit long enough to know. Pretty much everyone agrees with that. But yeah, I think a natural consequence of like the internet and shit is people are just gonna stop giving a shit about that eventually. Like, you only have to be online for like a couple years before you like... I don't know. I think the internet will either radicalize you into a Ben Shapiro, a warrior of justice, or you will, not to be confused with the social justice warrior. Church story video. Parents are already atheists, or like been totally outside religion. Indoctrination has always been weird to me. Yeah, I would love to have that perspective and be able to see shit like that, but like... Oh god. We gotta guard our man. Gotta guard our guy. Dude, guard our fucking guy. Guard the fucking ball. Guard our guy. Holy shit, these guys suck ass. Damn. L. Absolute fucking L. Wait. Wait. Is this actual hero? No. No, we're fucked. We're fucked unless that guy can actually pull off the sickest fucking shots I've ever seen. Nope, he's gonna turn around and run the other way. L. I love for the people that tell me you can't change your sex, never be a real woman, the same ones who believe in a magical sky daddy. Yeah, that's the point where you gotta realize, oh shit, this person actually believes in a magical sky daddy. Like, that's like, How are you going to take their opinion on anything seriously at that point? How are you going to take somebody's opinion seriously when they fucking think that fucking Adam got a rib pulled out of him and that's how you become a woman? You have to grow from a rib if you want to be a real woman. You know, like, fucking, okay. Like, unless that person has direct power over me, I just have so little respect that I can't even think about their opinion. Which is funny because I think more about the opinions of people who like half like me than anything else, because the people who like me, like, they like me, you know. The people who don't like me, fuck them. But the people who like are just slightly removed from liking me, that maybe that's why I'm addicted to leftist Twitter, because all these people that like almost like me, you know, would almost likely be like I think based on what I've said today, like based on the beliefs that I've shared, I would probably get my ass kicked in a debate with literally fucking anyone. Like the thing where I said that maybe we might need 1 or 2 cops here or there with a bunch of training is like a super controversial take on the left. Like, no cops. Abolish all cops instantly. There will be no issues. Nothing will go wrong. And you could argue that it might be better, but to argue that it would be the best thing to ever happen, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I think a lot about like appeasing people that are like, I don't know, just out of reach for me socially, I guess. I don't know. Like, I just want everyone to like me. I just want everyone to like me. And I've accepted that some people won't, but there are some people that I can't accept don't like me. So I think about it too much. Non-computer educational pug. I just gender affirming surgery. Just yoink the rib. Yeah. No idea where I'm at here. Oh, there I am. Incredible. It's the first game in a while where I've matched with other PC players who can do the fucky wucky. Oh, god damn it. That sucks. Religion's not inherently bad at all, but a lot of people do fucked up stuff for religion. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's fair. Just religion, like, as we know it, is too far gone. I don't know if there's a way to change religion at this point to make it not bad, you know? Fuck is this guy doing tearing it the fuck up? I will not! Oh my god, seriously? I almost ended his streak. I was almost a killjoy, guys. Don't support cool stuff. Like, wasn't Jesus all about helping the poor and stuff? Okay, haven't read the Bible in years. Yeah, Jesus was pretty much just about, like, mind your fucking shit. Don't fuck with people. Don't be a dumb fuck. You're all going to heaven anyway, so shut the fuck up. That's why I'm dying. Don't forget that. And then the first thing Christians did was forget that. Which is funny. I feel like this game is easier on console. Maybe that's cope. I don't know. I don't know. What are we coping with? Are you coping with being bad at PC Halo or good at console Halo? What's the cope? Personally, I agree, but I haven't tried. I think the only reason this game is complicated and fucked up on PC is because it's just not like made for it, you know? Like, PC is clearly an afterthought, and I think I'm trying to figure out how much of an advantage like console players have like aim assist and shit, or if PC players really do have an advantage there. Because I know people were speculating, like, are PC players going to have an advantage because they have keyboard and mouse, or are console players going to have it because of aim assist? And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, historical Jesus was fucking Pog. He was a fucking actual legitimate warlord fighting against fucking imperial occupation of his homeland. I mean, he was probably an Orthodox Jew, so he probably, you know, was like, you know, typical for the time and a lot of beliefs about, you know, women and shit like that, probably, if I had to guess, you know. But, yeah. The fucking... I don't even know. What's funny is, like... I don't know. Condemns people need to do it. Read Matthew chapter 6. Yeah, the Bible pretty much at various points says not to do all the shit that modern Christianity constantly fucking does. But I think that's pretty much a tired point at this point. Like, everyone knows that. Everyone fucking knows that. Like... The illusion that Christianity is anything other than a grift is pretty much gone for all non-Christians. The Christians are the only ones who don't know, and even then a lot of Christians know. Just received word that Mr. Bean may be killed off. Oh no. Wait, what sources are these coming from? Is this your usual guy for intel and takes? Bad at PC, but I think controller auto aim helps a lot with tracking, which is hard. Faster movement system. Yes, it is very hard to track people moving in this game. So, yeah. I agree, but that's just me. Again, maybe that is just cope after all, but who knows? Damn, kind of getting our ass kicked here a little bit. I'm probably not helping. Okay, now I'm helping.
Halfway to victory.
Unless I go even here, in which case I'm not helping. Please, God in heaven, do not. No! I just want to not fucked it up. I just want to get one smooth kill on this guy. I just feel like I'm letting my team down.
M41 Spanker inbound.
What the fuck did you expect, bro? Okay, well, what the fuck did I expect? Crazy how this world works. This wild world. Does anybody else have some spicy fucking shit to talk about? Oh man, I should not have checked my Twitter feed, because now I have to finish checking it. The funniest thing about tankies is that they refuse to accept that they're tankies, by the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and trust my guys here. Oh, shouldn't have trusted my guys. My guys were in over their head. Okay, everybody's lit. Everybody's lit. Clean up, clean up, clean up, boys. Come on. Come on. Shouldn't be this hard. Where's the guy? We lit the guy, and now three people are going after the guy. There he goes. Jesus. Anyway, does anyone else have some spicy shit that I can get some shitty takes on? Would love that. I said there were no stupid questions, but I need Reddit tankies will just admit that they're tankies. Yeah, they take pride. Could talk about tofu. I don't think I want to talk about tofu. I think tofu is transphobic. Religion is more lessons to live a better, more wholesome life, not an exact guide on how to live. Yeah, I think the problem is with the interpretation of religion. But again, I just see the current interpretation of religion that we have as being inextricably linked to like where we're at as a society. So I don't think it's possible for us to ever consume religion in a good way, you know? Kind of like, you know, like, you know, I don't know. Just like there are things that are fine, but in a modern context and in the modern age, we just can't be trusted with anymore. I think religion will always become a tool for oppression at this point, eventually, if it grows past a certain peak mass of followers. Very difficult to have a religion that doesn't suck fucking balls. Speaking of sucking balls, I'm gonna fucking die now. Come on, yes! Okay, that's fine, I'm happy with this. By the way, I don't mean to shit too hard on anybody's individual things. I'm offering my opinions. Which it would be very hypocritical of me to state that my opinions are the only way to do things after criticizing religions for being exactly that. Because guess what? That's another thing. That's the fucking reason that fucking dogma and shit is so bad online. Like, we can't have productive discussions because just fucking... Like, we're trained to, like, not... Like, when I listen to, like, a political commentator or, Oh, this is a good one. Do you think it can be in poor taste for cis people to do cross-dressing, if not questioning? In my opinion, no, because I am a gender abolitionist for the most part. I think anything we can do to completely fuck up the idea of gender is great, even if it's stupid. I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, like, drag kind of weirds me out a little bit, like, just because I'm trans, you know, and looking at, you know, like... You know, I don't know. It's just weird. I think for me in particular, it's weird. And it's because of the experiences I've had with, like, whenever I come out to people and they're like, oh, I love RuPaul. It's just like, oh, I'm just gonna... I actually got that. I got that in real life. I don't know if I put that in the video or not, but when I came out at work, I was greeted almost immediately with, yeah, I love RuPaul, so expect me to be a great ally, pretty much. Mommy milkers are itty bitty titty bitty. Well... I don't know. The world is evil because I made it. Fexel, you are magical. I love you. You are like an AI program to come up with the most enlightened takes possible. And
I don't know. You kind of just play it slow, like peek corners and just play play for shield almost. Oh no.
I'm just taking in this guy's hot
Capture
tips.
the flag on the map that you didn't like, the big one that I was popping off on.
Oh, these bros are just gonna have a great time while we vibe. Anyway, yeah, I think
sniper. Give me that sniper.
I think just completely taking a wrecking ball to the idea of gender as it exists is great.
I've never been able to use a sniper.
I think any kind of exploration that we do as a species, I think humanity has reached the point where it's ready to question its gender as a whole. I see individual human beings as being like neurons and like a brain, like a hive mind, you know, and on some certain localized level, you know, we're connected into little pods that communicate with each other, and then together we like, you know, like when leftist Twitter comes up with a take that we all somehow share and agree upon, and in a fantasy world where that happens, we then send that off into the world to the other clumps of neurons who decide if that's, you know, a good idea or not. But basically, I think we have enough trans people at this point to where we're starting to inspire other areas of other sections of humanity and culture and stuff. All tits are great. That's the take. But to think about gender and stuff. So really, honestly, cross-dressing. The funny thing about cross-dressing is that it's like the understanding of it is like, this is a man dressed as a woman. Like these are the two ends of the false binary being presented. And the reason it's a statement is because of the binary. You know, like, ideally, quote-unquote cross-dressing shouldn't be a thing. Like, it shouldn't exist. Like, the gender situation shouldn't be one that allows that to be a concept. Like, there shouldn't even be a thought associated with putting on a garment other than, like, I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that, like, I don't know. I just think, wait, why did I do that? I literally just threw? Okay. I think masculinity and femininity are weird, and lumping like all masculine traits and all feminine traits into these two categories that you got to stick to sucks, you know. As far as greater society is concerned, we all know this here in this chat, you know. But again, I think just fucking up that whole thing, because it's used, you know, gender is used as a tool to oppress in society. You know, the ideas of men and women as they are were basically created as a tool for the oppression of women, you know. And you know, it's like, what about that is worth preserving? It's like, if that is the origin, which it absolutely is, of our current understanding of gender, what the fuck is worth preserving about that? So when that is attacked in any way, and a lot of the people who are advocates of that gender binary are, you know, a lot of those people are strong advocates of it, and they see something like a man in a skirt as an attack, and as long as it is understood by greater society that those people are dumb idiots, we're in good shape, I think. So I think cross-dressing is fine. I think people exploring their gender for a short time, even if they're like not super sure where that whole journey is going to take them, and you know, like, I think fucking with gender in general is great, and I think gender is a complex part of human, like, psychology, physiology. We have needs, you know, we have psychological needs that are tied to our gender, and in order to meet those needs, you have to understand your gender.
We didn't get the cap.
So having a society where people can freely question their gender and not have it be like a whole thing, super cool. And I think cross-dressing contributes to that, because it's unfortunately one of the more socially accepted forms of saying fuck gender. Am I swaggy? You're swaggy. You're epic. Haha. The funny thing is, if I land a shot, this guy is not gonna be able to snipe me. Pug. And I actually landed a shot. Epic.
Tear it down there.
Ta-da! Oh, I thought that guy would... Well... Where is this guy? Pug. Nope. Bad reload. Pants must have real pockets, yes.
Bro, how do we have a fucking
Skirts and dresses are now considered unisex.
Come on.
Yes. Pants must have pockets. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Agree. I want jeans with... I want I want high-waisted jeans with lots of inseam and pockets, good pockets that work real good. Yeah, that's what I want. I really want clothes that don't suck. I want clothes that are actually made for like trans people, because trying to wear cis people clothes, it's like you're either gonna wear men's clothes and feel like shit, or you're gonna wear women's clothes and expose the bugle. You know, it's like it's very hard to dress in a feminine way with the clothing options available that like a feminine way that isn't just dresses and skirts all the time. You know, I don't want to wear a skirt all the fucking time. I low-key hate wearing skirts. Like I love wearing skirts because they're cute, but like sensory wise, like that's some shit that I would take a nap in, not go out in. I don't want to be thinking about it all the time. You know, it's just so weird.
I didn't know that
To have this one like crimp point like on my waist where the whole weight of the garment is hugging me, and then like periodically I feel it brush against my legs and with no consistency whatsoever. And at this point I'm still not like I don't know what it like, you know, I don't know. But yeah. We need local tailors. Yes. Fuck. God, yes. True communists will agree.
Damn, that kid just gotta kill those two.
Everyone suffers because society was built by insecure, toxic men. Raise kids the same regard as sex. Don't name kids until they're old enough to know their gender due to legal implications. Yeah, I mean, I think having it be socially acceptable to have... again, this is something that... damn it. I'm being too distracted. I'm not helping my team. I should be cool to these guys and actually participate for one little microsecond. Fuck.
Pull them this way.
Yeah, so I think it would be great to if it was socially acceptable, and if there were good legal mechanisms.
Other one middle.
But to have like, you can have a given name, you know, a birth name, whatever that you go by in your childhood. But I think having a point, like a coming of age time, where you choose a name for yourself, would be a great aspect of our society to adopt. I mean, hey, who knows? You know, among the trans community, maybe give it 10, 20 years, maybe we can make that some kind of like fun thing. You know, maybe have like a day or something.
Oh, we got one.
And you know, just I don't know. Returning. I love that. Can I make it? Is this faster? I don't know.
Yeah.
The enemy carrier.
Well, women's clothes. Men's clothes never fit. I'm built like a cis girl. Pog. Good for you.
Turned it.
But yeah, I think in general we need to stop like stifling the minds of kids by putting them in boxes. You know, gender. Gender is one way that we control the minds of children in a society in a way that is unfair, and in my opinion, a goddamn war crime. The way we treat kids, the way we send them to fucking school for 7 hours a day to be miserable and tell them that their lives are over if they don't go to college and shit. Specifically talking about America here. I know every country's a little different, but it's just inhumane, and we're not bringing up the most functional, happy people in the world. The way we're doing it right now. So I think in general, freeing the minds of children is a good way to go. Making it easier to answer, like inspiring children to ask questions and then having good answers for them would be great, instead of sitting down with them and telling them you have to memorize all of this in order for life to go well for you. You know, and having that be the first, 12 years of their participation in society. Should be far more open-ended and far more exploratory, and I think that students in general will by themselves pursue various academic pursuits and things. They will learn skills, and they will network, and they will grow into themselves without the fucking rigid boxes that we cram them into. I think it's just super fucked up how we do it. Super sad, It's just sad because, like, I know from going to school that a ton of kids, like, are just depressed, just want to die, like, because of math, because of science, because of, college, and that's fucked up. When you're that young, that should not even be on your mind, You should be thinking about your future and, like, your skills and your passions and stuff, all the time, uninhibited. Like, that's what it should be. But but instead we've created this bottleneck where either you make it through, either you were born to capitalism's specifications and you'll go live a healthy life, a normal life, you know, quote unquote, or you were born any other way and you will be miserable as shit the whole time. And that's the category most people fall into. And everything else about our identity eventually just becomes a goddamn coping mechanism. Society is fucked up in the gosh darn head, guys. Not to go Ted mode on you. By the way, people who stan Ted Kaczynski, people who actually think the Unabomber had a point,
Man. Right when we pulled.
stupid. Stupid. Absolutely stupid, if I'm being honest with you. Not to say that the people are stupid, but the idea is certainly not well thought out. I can certainly agree with the idea that we need to reassess the impacts of the Industrial Revolution and shit on society, but fuck. Like, the guy mailed bombs to people. How good of a point could he have? You know? Just a thought. Like, just a thought. Like, just think about it for a sec.
I want to get that over.
Just like 1 sec, maybe 2. The dude did mail people bombs and kill them. And that was required for him to make his point. So, yeah. Just a thought. But to challenge the actual ideas, I think it's dramatically overstated. I think, wasn't Unabomber a subject of a mind control study or something? I don't fucking know. All I know is that there are people who actually stan his manifesto. I remember being like 13 or 14 crying because I thought it was a complete failure because I was failing math. Same. God, every day I would lay in bed depressed. I didn't know what depression was. I didn't know it was a thing because church told me it didn't exist. Until this isn't real, you just need God. Damn it, I'm gonna have to fight this guy with 6 bullets. Okay. That's fine.
They're not there. I don't know where they went.
I'm gonna have to land all 6 of these bullets and then turn around and punch. Where's this fucker? You know what? No, I'm gonna get this fucking kneeler. That's the way. That's the ticket. Damn it. A lot of people who aren't suicidal even embrace death for game. Ugh, yeah, that sucks that we've just got like a society that feels like that and it's just normal at this point. I love the idea of giving names in a way that just ignores gender. Yeah. And I think gender is something like if you erase the concept of gender from society, I think we would come up with it again just automatically. I think gender is like a natural part of being in some way. You know, again, we have needs that are tied to gender and stuff. You know, it's like complex psychological needs.
Hey, not too bad. You can turn it around.
But yeah, we just need to stop telling people what their gender is at a young age or in general. Not ready for that yet as a society, but you know, we're trying. We're trying. That's the whole point of gender abolition. It's not to say that people's genders, it's not to say that being a man or a woman is invalid and fucked up or anything like that. It's just saying like, hey, let's just reintroduce like freedom to the equation. Because raising someone to believe that they are a certain gender without any input from them is the same thing as legally mandating that they be that gender, you know? Like, it's the same. It's oppression. It's authoritarian. Just because it's not done through a legal mechanism doesn't make it not fucked up. Stands are kind of annoying. Jesus, stands are kind of annoying. That's funny. That's funny. How did I fuck that up? It's funnier on the second read, though. These comments, they're like the gift that keeps on giving. The everlasting gobstopper. My gob has been stopped thoroughly. I'm an autistic trans lesbian with bad joints and awful vision. That's a lot of them, isn't it? For real though. It feels like 1 in 3 trans lesbians is dealing with joint pain at any given time. But this society was not set up for you to be successful. Group being questioned, treated like a moron and a criminal. Yeah. If you are like any kind of like, I'm just realizing in adulthood that I'm like autistic and it's a considerably bigger deal for me than like I even thought it would be when I figured it out. But like autism and ADHD have dominated my life. Like I've been ruled by them, and because of the stigma around them and the stigma around being an individual in America, which claims to pride itself on individualism but absolutely does not in any conceivable way. What do you think about brain structure and gender? Complicated. immensely complicated, to the point where it's not even worth talking about right now. But fuck was I saying? Fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, very difficult to live outside of the cookie cutter blueprint, and I don't know how I made it this far. I mean, I know how I made it this far. I made it this far by getting lucky and having privilege. You know, a lot of other people in my situation would just be fucking dead right now. So, pug for me, I guess. But yeah. Like I said though, guys, you can't mull it over for too long. Eventually, you just got to take the W. Come on, yes. Fuck. I said to myself years ago with the instinct. Yeah. Damn it! Crashed again. See, tested drugs and stuff on Unabomber and other people. Wow, that's crazy. I had no idea. I guess I had no idea because, you know, they make it a point to make sure you have no idea. But I have the exact same brain as a Viking. I believe it. Would have accepted myself. Yeah. Misdiagnosed 10 years ago with bipolar. Got diagnosed with autism. Went for NHRT letter. Yeah, I went down for like a full-on evaluation and stuff. So hopefully that I will get the diagnosis that I need soon, because I definitely need like accommodations at work and shit. I've been dealing my whole life with like autistic burnout and meltdowns and, you know, fairly severe like sensory shit and like fucking like all kinds of shit. Like, and I have just like, I've developed a habit of like compulsively lying about why I do shit, because when I was a child, if I did something weird, quote unquote, like just something like spinning in circles or like saying something, just like talking too much, like whatever it was, I was criticized out the fucking ass. My mom would put me under a microscope and pick me apart. So I developed the habit of just lying and trying to come up with a good reason for why I'm doing everything, from voice training to fidgeting a certain way to whatever, or a good explanation for why I'm uncomfortable. Like I either need to be able to explain my discomfort in a way that I feel the other person will understand, or I need to bury it and ignore it. Has been like my way of living. But now that I'm realizing, like, oh shit, hey bitch, you're autistic and have ADHD, like you have needs, I can't go back. So hopefully I get that diagnosis soon, so I can go to work and be like, listen, we need to make sure that I am not exposed to these fucking horrors anymore. Like there's some shit that needs to change. I just need accommodations, I think. And it's crazy because I was, you know, like I was very nearly misdiagnosed in a lot of ways. You know, because I was seeing a GP and like shitty doctors. I was literally seeing cardiologists and shit for anxiety symptoms, like awful. And it's basically been on me to figure out the rest. But shit, you know, it's like, damn. And you know what's crazy? My mom, when I was a kid, I want to make, once I have like a fucking, once the psychological gatekeeping system issues my official certificate of being autistic, so that I can you know, be real and valid. For real though, that fucking sucks, that it's like that. But anyway, once I get that, maybe I'll make a video about all the shit in life that happened. Because when you live your whole life being just like neurodivergent as all hell and completely blissfully unaware of it, you end up with some fun fucking stories that only make sense in retrospect. 90% sure on the spectrum. Talk to my doctor about it soon. Yeah, talk to your doctor about it. So it's pretty good to explore and mentally figure out, because for me, learning how to stim and shit and learning how to read my like somatic like signals, like figure out my body's needs, like figure out like when I'm like hungry and shit that I've always struggled with. That's like fucking like just shit that was always weird and haunted me and I never knew what it was. Like starts to make so much sense the more you know about it. So definitely do yourself that justice and follow that. Fuck. Yep. TikTok's taught me more about ADHD than the entire childhood of neurologist visits and drugs, and that's sad. Yeah, I've never been on ADHD meds. I have such bad ADHD, guys. I have such bad fucking ADHD. Oh my god. Like, I have no idea. Oh yeah, so what I was gonna say earlier, actually, let me read some of this shit real quick. Figuring out as neurodivergent trans for our 20s would have definitely been nice. Yeah, but you know what? We live the life we can live. At least we get this portion of life to figure our shit out and be happy. I'm 25 as of Monday, and I just like, I don't know, I can't stop thinking about how fucking old I am and how old I'm getting, but like at the same time, now that I've like I crossed a threshold recently where I've learned how to want to be happy, and hopefully I'll learn how to actually be happy soon after, but I'm less salty about my age by the day because I'm realizing that it's like, I don't know, it's still possible for me to have so much fun in life, that it's worth all the shitty years, you know? I can undo it. I can have a life that is so good that all the shit was worth it. I know I can, and I think anybody can. So I try to think about that instead. Dad called me lazy. Yes. My mom called me lazy and told me I was acting stupid. Teachers treated me like I was lazy. Yes. Told me I just had to try. Yeah. Validating self-guilt, self-hatred. Yes. Oh my god, so much self-guilt and hatred. Fuck. Probably on the spectrum of ADHD. I don't know if I'm going to pursue a diagnosis. If you think it'll help you, I think definitely doing independent research and just trying to figure your own self out and thinking about it is at the very least helpful. Whether or not you pursue a diagnosis, if you are neurodivergent in any way, learning different coping skills will absolutely help you increase your happiness and energy and all that shit. So for sure, follow the lead. I understand not wanting to get a diagnosis. I personally am not someone who would typically get one, I don't think. But just because I feel like I'm going to need work accommodations, and because I kind of want to know things about it and make a video on it with some level of like, you know, like this is what getting diagnosed is like, this is what, you know, like it's been both worth it for me personally and just interesting to me to where I've followed through, and I'm glad that I've done that because I've realized that it's much more involved than I thought. I have a lot more to work out than I initially anticipated, but that's great because that means that there's a lot I can fix and a lot better that I can get. But yeah, my mom used to call me fucking lazy all the fucking time. She would storm almost every morning. I would wake up to her stomping up the fucking stairs and throwing my door open so she could scream at me and call me fucking lazy because I wasn't doing well in school. And not doing well in school to her was C's, by the way. So despite having very impactful autism and ADHD in school, I managed to, in high level classes, like I was always in the advanced classes. Even in grade school they offered advanced classes. I was in every one of them, you know, until the middle of high school. But like I managed to do that well, like considering, and I was still always grounded. I would always be grounded, always. Constant just emotional like deep digs at me for not being good at school, like all this shit, all because I just wasn't able to keep up to the standard that was expected of me, and it led to such severe fucking problems for me. If I had understood the concept of you know, ceasing to exist, you know, I was a pretty staunch Christian at the time. And ironically, I think that might have saved me there. I really think as a coping mechanism, Christianity did its fucking job for me. But yeah, I don't know. Gonna hide out. Oh shit, fuck yeah. Hey, where's this guy? Stupid. I think I heard from actual people is you don't even get interesting till you're 30. Yeah, I think so. I think right now I'm at kind of like I still think I'm in my cringe phase. I see myself as like middle evolution of the Pokemon line right now, or like I described myself as a cocoon the other day, or a chrysalis, and I think that's very accurate. I'm not like the person that I am going to be, you know. I'm vibing right now. I'm trying to vibe in my 20s, you know. And I can actually be the person that I am when I'm 30, probably. Never will hold work for more than 6 months to burn out. When I was 4, often didn't help. Yes, yeah. I've always just inexplicably been in a really bad place. I've had mental health issues that have plagued me at work and shit. It's just a miracle that I've been able to hold on. You know, I've had support, and I've had, you know, like, I've been resourceful enough to make it so far. Which is going to bite me in the ass a little bit, because the fact that I'd like to think I'm relatively articulate. You know, I can say the dumbest shit you've ever heard and you'll think it's smart. Kind of like Hassan that way. Just kidding. Hassan says the smartest shit you ever heard and sounds like a dumbass. It's the opposite. But I love that fucking guy, even though I hate him. These friends were not worth it for me. Just side effects, unfortunately. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope that I can handle them. I've had bad interactions with a lot of drugs before, so we'll see. But so the mentality, it seems like school doesn't even matter till college. Yeah, no. it doesn't. School is just about figuring yourself out. It's not about fucking, if you're in school right now, it's fucking, and no, if you're in school and your parents aren't pushing you about your grades and you're the only one who's fucking worried about it, goddamn, I regret so much focusing on my grades. I regret it so goddamn much. That's not the shit childhood's about. It's not. Cringe phase doesn't end. Just look at boomers. They're cringy as hell. Boomers have lead poisoning. I'm hot. So, comorbidities. Yeah. Love that word. I love getting to hear the word comorbidities all the time as a trans, autistic, whatever the fuck else. Lots of shit happening at the same time here. It's a great word to use when I'm pathologizing myself. Because I don't know how to perceive my life experience in other ways other than pathologizing. Yeah, I always feel like shit about how unproductive I am too. It's impossible for me to latch onto a task. It's like very difficult, and I look at like a complicated task like cleaning off a table with a bunch of shit on it, and my eyes just glaze over. Like I can't physically do it, and I feel like I need meds for that. Yeah. Drug smoker. Yeah. Yeah. That's. Yeah. Doctors invalidate just because career school achievements. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of a fucky weird system, but anyway, yeah. The fact that I've been able to make it work for so long, I feel is gonna fuck me over because when the time comes for me to ask for accommodations and things, I'm gonna be told like, hey, like, you've been fine this whole time, like you're faking it, you know. Fortunately, I have a long history of we diagnosing our own issues. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a big proponent of responsible self-diagnosis. I think only you at the end of the day can know like what you're doing with that, you know, and I try to take people seriously and just believe people when they say they fucking, you know, because and the reason for this is because in America especially, but basically everywhere, accessibility of mental health services, healthcare in general, but mental health services is so low, and the services that are available are so spotty that waiting for someone to get a formal diagnosis for autism before you take them seriously about their autism is really shitty. It's you know, I'm a big fan of, you know, that's why despite not being formally diagnosed, I just say, yeah, I'm autistic, because like it's clear as fucking day. Like you don't have to listen to me for long, you know. Like my life is basically dominated by sensory issues and other things like that. So it's is this cloak? Yeah.
Enemy flag returned. Enemy captured
Yeah,
flag.
that about makes sense. But these guys are making out. That's great. Focus is saying, oh yeah, self-diagnosis is a useful tool. Being able to identify, you know, being able to identify with people is so important, especially when you're coming out of years of living like a life that you didn't understand. I just think that it's serious. And Allegage, I know you were not trying to say that self-diagnosis is bad. I know you weren't trying to say that. I'm just popping off right now. Do good enough to school, go as far in school as you need. Yeah, if you aren't going to go to college, doesn't matter other than to pass. Yep, I graduated by 1 credit hour, and well, maybe I'm not the best role model, but I think your safety is important, and your mental health is directly tied to your safety. People like to pretend like mental health is just some shit that you can like fuck with, but no, it's like a fucking moving car. Like you can't just, you don't play chicken. You don't play chicken with mental health. It's so hard to gain back ground that you lose when you like snap and slide down mental like pathways that are bad, like anxiety. Like if you develop an anxiety disorder, fuck, it is so hard to undevelop an anxiety. You don't just fucking get rid of it, you know? You don't just get over it. It takes so much longer to recover and rehab that damage than it does to cause it. And you don't realize the damage you're doing, mostly because you're a fucking kid who's in school. But yeah, gotta take it fucking seriously. If I was a student, it would agree. Yeah, it's probably. Wait, is that because you're a good teacher, or is there something else going on here? When you there's a lot of people can't get a real diagnosis. I'm generally find people self-diagnose. Yeah, same. It's another reason I want a real diagnosis, so that when other people who self-diagnose are being questioned, I can say, "Don't worry, I'm a real autistic, and I'm giving this person a pass." That's praxis, guys. That's mutual aid. My dad screamed at me for getting B's. Yeah, fuck. Doing dysphoria and being a total outcast, hate it for no reason, and just stop trying to get curious. It's too miserable to function. Yeah, that'll fuck you up. That'll fucking do it. Sorry about that. Adrian hated creative writing in school because it would their ideas so fast from logical sentences from the onslaught. Yeah, absolutely. Hard to focus. 35, nobody took the kids to a therapist. I was told to man up. You're too young to be depressed. And I finally got help. Didn't want to keep secret. I was worried how I'd look. Yeah. Same. Yeah, I was going to say that earlier. My mom, I was independently twice. I was, shout out to Lauren. Yeah, well, absolutely. For being in the chat all the time. Cheers to Lauren. But, wish I could afford a therapist. I wish you could afford a therapist too. This is why we need to go steal all the therapists so we can give them to Ella Gage. So mentally messed up during school that I dropped out when I was 14 and didn't leave my bedroom for 3 years. Yeah, school will fuck you up like that. And then they'll tell you it's your fault, which is just fucking incredible. Hi to you too. So yeah, my mom, when I was a kid, I was actually, my doctor suggested that I may be autistic to my mom, and she told me, this is something she told me proudly, that she dragged me out of the doctor's office because there's no way. In reality, she just didn't want to deal with the stress of having an autistic child, and for the rest of my childhood, whenever I raised any concern about it or tried to talk about my sensory issues or my general overwhelm or whatever, I was dismissed as just being anxious or having low blood sugar, which completely fucked me up. So fuck my mom for thinking that she was too cool to have an autistic child. She just didn't want to have to deal with it, I guess. Same goes for ADHD. At one point, I thought I might have ADHD because I was having a really hard time in school. And she was like, well, do you want meds? And I was like, I can do that. And then she was like, yeah, if you want to give up. I didn't want to give up, so I didn't take meds, you know? So, yeah. It's going to be great when I finally have meds, though. Meds that work anyway, hopefully. Pog, I'm back. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're doing well, too. Welcome back. We were just talking about the dark times. I'm going to get some water, guys. I'm starting... My throat is falling the fuck apart. I talk too much. This is why I don't do voice training streams anymore, because it's just not... It's untenable. It's not... I can't do it. But yeah, I'm going to get water. BRB. Yeah, also, I'm not trying to kill the vibes. I'm kind of... You know, we're flexing around. I think there's a boundary in terms of sharing stories like that, where it's okay. It's just a matter of like not. Look, vibes are weird. Okay, I will return. Bro, for real though, this microphone arm, it's 32 fucking inches. This thing is fucking huge. I mean, it is literally. I think. Hold up, let me see how high I can go. Am I gonna break it? I hope I don't break it. Yeah, that's pretty tall. I got a tiptoe for that, and I gotta say, being like 6 feet tall, that's something. Cool. Anyway, BRP. Bruh. 82 centimeters. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, where we at? I'm like a giant frog. Me too. Should I try to play more ranked? Hopefully that doesn't fuck me up. Metric even uses that. Hot take. I am a strong proponent of you're in my computer. Get out of there. It's fucking gross in there. I haven't cleaned that thing in like a fucking year. You're like breathing in all the dust. You're waking up to tangled SATA cables and dust. Hello, been enjoying your videos. Now joining a live stream. Let me take my tail for the night. Pug, I'm addicted to your videos. Thank you. I hope to sate your addiction with more videos. I should probably be recording one right now, but like my brain was feeling slow. I needed to warm up, so I figured I would stream, but now I'm probably gonna be too tired to record. So funny. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, Fexel, yeah, get out of my computer. Unless you want to fix it while you're in there, in which case feel free to stay inside the computer. I'm dreading the day when I have to actually figure out what's wrong with it and fix it because yeah, I should do some outfit shopping. Oh yeah, I forgot I said I might do that. Okay, after this match, remind me. Somebody remind me. And we'll look at outfits. Guys, stop remoting into my chair. I need to uninstall Parsec from my chair. People, the fucking backdoors and that shit are fucking insane. Parsec is like... Has there been like a Parsec exploit yet? I feel like there has to have been. Like just by the nature of the program, like some shit has to have gone wrong. You guys remember installing, God, what was it? This is one of those where if you say the wrong thing, it's funny. Kind of like, actually, if I draw the comparison, I don't know the thing for the other thing. What I'm saying is, do you guys remember when you wanted to like start a Minecraft server and you didn't want to do port forwarding, so you'd install Hamachi and then you just have like that going on? Piercings. I really want to tell a funny joke and pretend I have like some weird exotic piercing or something, but I don't. I do not have any piercings. I want to get my ears pierced, but that's probably about it. I don't really have a strong desire. Maybe eyebrow. Maybe. Could be fun. But I don't know. Other than that, though, I have no particularly strong inkling. What brands have I been digging? See, guys, I'm a bad leftist because as a broke bitch, I am basically fast fashion incarnate. Most of what I wear at this point is actually still like old boy clothes. Like this jacket is just American Eagle, like just a men's fucking jacket from a billion years ago. Oh my god, that sucked. That fight sucked. We're both dumbasses and we should feel horrible for how that went. That was a disgrace. Anyway, yeah, so I wear a lot of my old American Eagle. I wear because I have to be smart about like what I buy and shit clothes wise. Partially because money and partially because space. Only so much of that, you know, available to me. But I wear a lot of H&M. I find H&M to be fairly easy because they sell a lot of staples and a lot of like interchangeable parts of full outfits. You know, a lot of their stuff across different lines goes together. Like a lot of places they have like outfits that you're like supposed to buy as outfits or things that only work with a certain number of other items from the store. But H&M, it seems like you can go in, you know, you can, if you pick up a pair of pants in H&M, you're gonna find at least 3 shirts that match it pretty well, and like an accessory and a jacket, you know, like you could put together outfits out of whatever at H&M, and I like that. It's pretty easy to shop there as a confused tran. Also, a lot of their clothes have, I'm very much addicted to wearing H&M's, there's a pair of joggers I got from them that I love. I call them my Jotaro pants. Or if I wear them with my black boots, they're my Polnareff pants. They're just these like kind of baggy joggers that look kind of badass, and I love them. They're white, they're epic. The left is with no clothes. Yeah, you should be like SpongeBob with the loincloth. Clothes is for cowards. Yeah, someday I'll just stop wearing them, honestly. Who knows? But yeah, I generally, any gender filter recommendations that don't suck bone structure. Good hair isn't a flat PNG. I have no idea. It's been a long time since I fucked with any of that. I always struggle to look at the results on those things. So I don't have a ton of experience with it. I'm sorry. Don't be afraid to go thrifting. Thrifting is cool. I don't know about other countries. In the U.S., Goodwill has suffered. I don't know about other thrift stores, but Goodwill is pretty consistently shit now when I go. Unfortunately, it became too popular, and now it's kind of like, eh. But I agree. There's especially jackets and coats and shit, pretty good. You know, if you can find a decent jacket for, you know, $10, $5-10, it's pretty good. I don't know if you can even do that anymore at Goodwill, but yeah. I think old clothes from Friends is my #1 source of Ready for Part 6. More than ready. Got the whole day set aside just for it. Gonna watch all 12 episodes in one sitting. I fucking adore JoJo to the point of I almost got a JoJo tattoo. But certain scenes in Part 7 and 8 maybe changed my mind on that, because once that shit's animated, I'll wait for it all to be animated and then I'll think about it, because it's not entirely impossible at this point that Araki might write a full-on fucking no-no scene where some really bad shit happens to a woman, and I don't want to get a JoJo tattoo and then have that happen, so I'm just gonna wait till it's said and done, and then I'll think about it. Burlington? It's been a long time since I've been there. I associate it with an X, so I haven't been there since high school. Because I'm just fucking like that, I guess. Y'all ever just build unhealthy associations? Got ears and nose pierced recently? Very gender affirming. Yes. I gotta get my ears pierced. It's so gender affirming. Fuck. It would be so great to look at myself and see like earrings on me. Local thrift stores are where I have my clothes come from. Yeah, local thrift stores. Let's go. Your free clothes from Friends. Yes. My best outfits are from Friends. The outfit I wore, and I think the last video, it's a white crop turtleneck with a black dress. The dress was gifted to me by a friend, and that friend also told me to buy the turtleneck from H&M. Favorite line from anime is, "You are not a person, you are a dog." Well, that's about the most threatening thing you can hear if you're in JoJo. You do not want to be a dog in JoJo. Who's my favorite of the JoJos? Yeah, I think Jesuke is a very strong contender. I find him to be fun. It's a fun little character. I really like Jolene, and I think seeing her animated is going to make or break it. I think she's fun. We'll see what is done with her. Jotaro's very safe. I know he's a little bit plain because he's Jotaro, but I like his like aesthetic, his vibe. Joseph is fantastic. Damn. You ever look at the same picture of yourself in a 180 between hating and liking it repeatedly? Absolutely, every time. How do you think I feel about my videos? I'm sitting there. Think about this. When I'm sitting there editing these videos, I spend a long time on editing. Each video takes me a minimum of 5 hours to edit. You know, 4 if I'm in an absolute, like, insane hurry. Like, the ones that are recorded off, like, my phone and shit, like, the kind of, like, you know, the mid-breakdown ones, those are obviously, like, unedited or lightly edited, but shit like the most recent one, like the Chappelle video, like, it's hours and hours and hours of me sitting and watching myself. Like, fucking between 6 and 12 hours of me just sitting and watching myself. If it's a really shitty editing process, sometimes the video will just be a bitch to edit and take way too fucking long. Ugh, fuck. But yeah, I have to stare at myself the whole time, and my feelings about myself definitely fluctuate throughout. Oh my god, and when I'm going back through trying to pick a thumbnail, for one, I need to start taking dedicated like thumbnail pictures. I need to stop going through the footage and trying to find a frame, because not only does that take me a fucking hour and a half every time, but it's super fucking harmful to my brain to see still images of myself looking like shit for that long. Jolene, for a bit. Jotaro's fave, too good to pass up. Yeah, Jotaro's amazing. Jolene's an incredible name. I love that name. Who knows? Maybe I'll take it as a middle name, so I can have a JoJo reference as a middle name. I don't like my last name either. I would if I get like super heckin' popular, I'll do a charity stream or something, and if we raise like $1 million for charity, I'll just change my last name to Joestar. That's the arc my life should take. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine fucking like some motherfucker? That sounds like some shit fucking John McAfee would have done before he died. That unhinged fucking bastard. Talk about a goddamn lunatic. Take 200 photos of yourself and figure out which one you want to keep. Yep. Oh, hi. How hard was the Halloween video for you to record? For me, that was a very easy one. That was a very, very easy recording. My recording process sucks. I spend anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half recording each video, and you know they end up being 10 to 15 minutes, you know, sometimes even shorter. A lot of it is me sitting there and trying not to have a breakdown. It's very emotionally intense for me trying to record. Recording is rough, really hard on me. It takes a whole day to emotionally prepare, and the whole day after that is usually fried. It's really bad. Except for the ones where I, like the Halloween video, just sit there and look at something and react to it, because usually it's like one or two takes tops. And I'm not thinking about it much. I'm just kind of vibing. It's more like streaming than anything. Like this shit that I do when I'm streaming, like this train of thought shit that I'm doing, like, this for some reason I can't summon this when I sit down to record. I can't make it appear. I don't know. I can't get my stand out. This is my stand. I can't get it out. That's something that needs to be worked on. Yes, value just is. People are valuable. My name is James Bond 007. Have you guys seen the 007 meme on Twitter? I forget it exactly. John McAfee died. Yeah, he's fucking dead. He died. He fucking killed himself in prison, dude. He was in prison, and he was in like a Spanish prison. There were some pretty serious charges against him, and then they were like, "Yep, you're getting extradited to the U.S." And then he was like, "Nope," and then he exited the plane. But yeah, he was a JoJo fan apparently, which is fucking weird. It's weird to see these people who are like who've been made into like legends by the media and shit, who are just like existing online on Twitter and shit. Like, you know who's like an extremely normal person who's just trying to fucking vibe? Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning is just out there literally trying to fucking vibe and hang out. Outfit shopping. Fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. I queued again. Let me do something so that I remember. Oh my god, I can't abandon this. Like, I don't want to get banned again, but like I want to outfit shop. Okay, I'm gonna get my notepad. I'm sorry, just ADHD moment here. Fuck, I'm so sorry guys. I'm so sorry. We'll do it. I swear we'll do it. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Is this ranked? I think this is ranked. Cause if it is, I can't leave it. But I'm going to write myself a note here. Don't worry. Where's my pen? I have a whole notebook here whose sole purpose is just so I don't forget my thoughts. I'm just gonna write fit on it. Okay. But soon. Yeah, but John McAfee's dead. JoJo's great. I love JoJo. It's quite fun. It's funny how trans people seem to like JoJo and how trans people are like stand users. They're like attracted to each other. Not like in a, you know, T for T way, which yes, in a T for T way, but also just like we tend to gravitate and find each other. It's funny. What's my opinion on DIY HRT? Unfortunately, it is a necessary component of society now, trans society. You know, a lot of places you can't access HRT, or the HRT that is available comes with shitty conditions or a shitty waiting list or is far too expensive or any number of things. You know, the vast majority, I think, of trans people either do not have access to HRT or do not have access to HRT in a timely manner. And for that reason, I think DIY HRT is absolutely necessary. And if the alternative is, you know, continued self-harm or a continued just lack of life satisfaction, you know, I think responsibly done, you know, it's hard for me to openly advocate for it because I know that someone will inevitably read that wrong and fucking, you know, it's important to keep your brain stimulated and to not waste your time with trivial topics. I agree with that, Vexel. That's a wow. That's a deep one. I don't know where we're pulling this wisdom from, but anyway, I'm gonna continue to ignore that wisdom. Chelsea Manning's my stand. But the brain notebook for to brain things, yes. But yeah, shopping after this for sure. But what was I saying? DIY HRT. Yeah, necessary for some people. Hopefully less necessary going forward. But I will say, if you're someone who's doing HRT, DIY HRT, or considering DIY HRT, like, be careful, be epic and careful with your stuff. Typically, like, I've seen people who hang out on DIY HRT forums seem to generally have a grasp of things. I will say though, HRT forums tend to suffer the same way that tech forums do from just like dumb idiots who think they know everything, weighing in with stupid takes that are either specific to them or outdated or whatever. What I will say is if you're doing DIY HRT and you haven't had your levels checked at any point, and you can afford to do it at least once, for your own like sake, just so you know, like have an idea of like what's going on in your body, you know, like get levels checked, you know, even if you have to do it and you have to do some research and learn how to read that information, better than not knowing. You know, just it's pretty much accessible information to figure out the stuff you need to know, but especially T and E levels, because there's a lot of people out there who are running around with way too high E levels, way too low T levels, having a terrible fucking time and not even aware of it. And I feel like I don't know if in the DIY community how big of a problem that is. I assume probably a big one, because it's a big problem in the regular trans community outside of that too. Yeah, it sucks that DIY HRT is necessary. I think, you know, all trans people should have access to the medical help that they need to transition. And I think that the mental help that we do provide, even in America, which, you know, to say even in America is kind of funny, but it's true, because America pretty much is... This sucks. This fucking sucks, the thing I'm about to say. But America is among the leaders in trans healthcare. You know, we're way the fuck ahead of places like, you know, in Australia, you gotta like fucking do a bunch of crazy shit to get HRT and be on stupid arbitrary waiting. I knew someone who was put on Spyro and not given estrogen for a month. Spyro only, 100 milligrams Spyro for a month. No estrogen. What the fuck? Fucked up. Awful. It's like, fuck. Yeah, the trans healthcare we provide in this world is so trash. It's so shit. But in spite of that, you know, if you're trans, you know, and you just got to figure out how much that affects you. And, you know, there are some people out there who can just bury it for the rest of their life and not bother with transitioning, and I respect that. But, you know, it's like...
Do they AIs? Oh, just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone should try to be safe, for sure, and hopefully things will change someday, some gosh darn day. Plume, not available in all states, but a lot of them. 99 bucks a month for online visit. Labs are included. It's not cheap, but not the worst from what I hear. I've heard great things about Plume. I've contemplated switching to Plume because fuck it, why not? I mean, the doctor I use anyway is kind of like whatever. Yeah. Having to live as your gender for your two. Terrible, awful, terrible. Blech, blech. Yeah. Have the gene. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I've been thinking about Plume a lot lately. I would love to learn more about it at the very least, so I can have some position to like talk about it and like provide it as a resource to people if they need it. I want to be able to confidently recommend it, you know. I have a friend who's considering going with Plume, so we'll see how that goes, and I can just collect information from her. What kind of jeans? Like I said earlier, high-waisted with plenty of inseam. HRT better in the US, yeah. I agree. I can't think of anywhere where HRT is better. I've heard good things about like Germany. I don't know, but usually when people say Germany's the best, they just say Germany's the best and provide nothing else. So I don't know. I think the problem with America is that America is so varied. You know, if you live in Alabama, you're gonna have a shit time trying to get HRT. You're gonna have a real shit fucking time. Keep getting disconnected. Yeah, fucking. I've been banned so many times at this point. For being disconnected. It's kind of weird that US HRT uses so much Spyro. Yeah, Spyro's kind of shit. But I think it's weird how full Plume do advertising though. Yeah, well, I mean, that's capitalism for you. That is capitalism. Solace, great transitioning tool. Not familiar. Ads on Insta and shit like it. Yeah, I've gotten ads on Facebook for Plume.
Has the ball.
17. Oh, that's my guy. You're holding it together real tight to make sure you get that E. Get that fucking E. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy little world that we live in with a bunch of crazy shit fucking happening. Can I get to my team in time to not get dunked on? Ah, shit. Come on, come on. Ah, fuck. Come no. I'm Pug. I'm epic. I'm base. Fuck. I'm literally popping off. God damn it. These guys are gonna fuck it up, aren't they? If I call you a good girl, you'll subscribe. Typically, I charge a lot more than a sub for that. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke for now until I become more desperate for money. I guess don't subscribe so that I get desperate enough to make that my line over. So Q&A games, people, Patreonation. Oh, Q&A games. How does that work? Crypto? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Are we asking my opinion on crypto? Did something crypto related happen?
Allied carrier down.
Oh, Cipro. Okay, I get it. Yeah, what's up with Cipro being illegal anyway? I don't know anything about it. Look at this fucking idiot. How do you fuck that up? Bicalutamide is for young people, not the best for older people. Like side effects, not for some in their 50s. Yeah, we'll see how that evolves over time. Hopefully we will find... I will probably be E2 only by then anyway. Actually, I'm fairly confident that estrogen is the thing suppressing my testosterone now. Like, I don't know if there's much left for... I would love to see, though. I would love to see my levels. But the reason I say this is because even far removed from... doses. You know, I fuck with my blood work, kind of. So like, I already subscribed, I just got pranked hard. Fuck! God damn, I'm so fucking sick of getting pranked. I'm so gullible. So easy to prank. God damn it. Joking. Oh, can I punch this fucking guy's lights out? You bet it. Damn, I wish I could have punched harder. Yeah, light him up for me. Light him up. Dumb fuck. Should have been. Yeah, you know what? It could be fun to... Oh, I should play like Jackbox and shit. I can do that now, can't I? Fuck, there's plenty of you guys to play Jackbox and shit. We could have a fun time with some community games. Fuck, that's a great idea. Remind me. Post present, make it illegal to post. Use. My replies, is that a problem for you? Does that happen? God, you are such a source of enrichment for this stream. To get injection E outside the US. Is it? I didn't know. Gay coin, slurs of Wall Street, best people in easy LGBT rights funding. Honest to God though, there's, in my opinion, fucking getting rich on fucking crypto through whatever means, like if you're an artist and you're doing NFTs and shit, and you fucking donate that money to mutual aid and fucking whatever else funds, I think it's a net positive. I really do. If you pop off in crypto and you do a ton of fucking good with it, crypto's gonna wreak havoc on economies and the world anyway. So like, I don't know, I'm kind of weird about crypto. I'm weird about crypto because I don't actually, I have a love-hate relationship. Pressure to be funny. There's no pressure to be funny. Jackbox is about being yourself, okay? Jackbox is about being your fucking self. And sometimes if you have like a hot take or something, putting your foot down and asserting your fucking opinion, that's the funniest shit in the world, especially when you're fucking wrong. And that's what Jackbox is about. And I'm always sure to do that. But yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be fun to play games. Someone remind me that next stream to like figure out how to set that up. No, don't. No, oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I wrote it down. I forgot. Fuck. I feel horrible. I feel horrible for this, but I'm already in the game. I'm already on, and I'm sorry. Okay, how will I remember? I'm gonna get more water. One thing's for sure, I need more water. Artists hate NFTs so much, can respect solo creators using it to make a little something. Yeah, the way I see it, NFTs, crypto, all that shit is gonna be used by oppressors anyway to generate capital. It's no matter what, the full bandwidth of these networks is going to be used, you know, for it. And should I just say fuck water at this point? No, I'm getting water.
Round one.
Grab the skull and hold on. Tight.
Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball.
Anyway, so the full like bandwidth of like the blockchain will be used, right? Pretty much every graphics card that can be mining will be mining for as long as it's a fucking thing, you know. And unless you can like kill demand for crypto to the point where it just isn't a thing anymore, at that point there's just no sense fighting it, because it's like, what are you going to do? Are you just going to let your oppressors control all the tools? You know, Hank Green raised this point. Hank Green raises a lot of points. Hank Green, honestly, does not miss particularly often, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, of course. Guys, the game crashed. The game crashed. We can outfit shop. Pug. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's epic. I've never been so excited for the game to crash. Let's put on some music. Yeah, so, I don't know. The way I see it right now with crypto and NFTs and shit, the only people who are getting rich are a bunch of fucking tech bro dumbasses, you know, like just people that we fucking hate, right? And a bunch of like rich people, Elon Musk and all that shit. I think leaving that like as a strategic asset in, like, I don't want to say the culture war, but like, it's like, why let the bad people control everything? At a certain point, you just have to embrace a certain level of sin, and participate in the demise of the earth, I guess. But I think, yeah, I don't know. That's just me. I think there's no shame as long as you're like doing net positive in involving yourself in some things that have clear flaws like that. Again, I personally hate crypto from an economic perspective, from an environmental perspective. Just personally, I hate fucking most people who evangelize it, but at the end of the day, it's a tool that is currently being used by people we are not fond of to do harm, and it could be used by us to do good instead. Maybe we should think about that, but I don't know a ton about crypto, so yep. Your simp has appeared from lurking. I'll tell you about Plume. Plume sponsorship time. Let's go. That'd be catastrophic. You do not want to do a sponsorship with someone who's so close to the thing that you specialize in. That would be like Linus Tech Tips doing a fucking Nvidia sponsorship. It's like crypto because the banks don't like it. Yeah, I mean, the banks don't like crypto right now, but the banks will like crypto once they control enough of it. Once they control crypto, they will love it. Just like any other asset. And I know that it's supposed to be like, you know, decentralized and no one can control it, but you can control it. I promise you. It is not scalable to the point where it's beyond the control of banks, because we can just print infinite money. You know, don't forget the banks are backed up by the entity that creates all the money, you know, the Federal Reserve. Whatever the US government and US corporations and banks want to happen to crypto is what's going to happen to crypto, I think, in the long term. And there will be increasingly dedicated attempts to make that happen, and there will be laughable failures on the road there, but eventually the consolidation of power will be absolute. But maybe not, who knows? Because crypto is no coincidence. Crypto culture is overwhelmingly full of libertarians. I will make of that what you will. Yeah, that's why I'm torn on crypto. Like I'm between love and hate. Anyway, let me turn on Edge here. Opening Microsoft Edge, MS Edge. All right, we are officially edging, guys. God damn. We're really talking about Pete Buttigieg? Is Pete Buttigieg really going to be our guy? I actually don't personally hate him too much. There are worse. Libertarians are brethren, specifically a naive brother who has simplistic solutions to complex problems. Yeah, I mean, for God's sake, there's so many on the left that describe themselves as libertarians. For God's sake, I could be described as a fucking libertarian communist, you know, libertarian Marxist by some people. Like... So what are we shopping for first? Good question. I actually have a list of like outfit ideas here. Okay. I wanted to do like I wanted to do this kind of vibe for a while. This is a really funny vibe. Don't fucking give me suggestions. Edge, you need to shut the fuck up. Why is there no dark mode? There needs to be a dark mode. Like, why would you not include that? Am I gonna have to install Firefox or Opera? Like, seriously. Personalization does not give you any option. What the fuck? Anyway, I think let's take option. It's yeah. Turkusi, don't remind me. YouTube demonetized that. That's funny. It's not often I have a stream demonetized, but there you go. Please choose. I've heard that from more than one person. 6 inches taller. Oh my god. If you weren't a simp, then I would ask you on a date, because that's tall is good. It's funny. Okay, here's a fun thing. I'm gonna put this out there inevitably as you grow as like a streamer and shit. Tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna have to go soon, guys. I'm not gonna be able to outfit shop. I'm sorry. We will do a dedicated. How about this? I will promise you guys a dedicated outfit shopping stream. The next stream will be just outfit shopping, nothing else. Okay, promise you. I will underline this 3 times. I will put it right by my keyboard. I will not fucking forget this. But yeah. Acknowledging economic trend, the same standard could apply for anything with demand. Correct. I like you. Big brain. Yeah, I'm just kind of spitballing. It's the thing with crypto is it's a very complex thing. I think, to summarize my opinion, I think it's something the left should be taking a closer look at, especially the libertarian left. I think it could be a very useful tool, but my understanding of it is not broad enough to say too much more with confidence, and I should probably shut the fuck up, because I will do more harm than good by going on. Demand vicarious shopping dopamine now! That's funny. I don't think I'm actually going to buy anything right now anyway. How about next time I'll come prepared to buy shit too, because the YouTube check might hit this week, guys. The YouTube check might finally hit. I've never gotten the YouTube check yet, but we've crossed the threshold, and hopefully soon we will have it, and then we will outfit shop. But yeah, I have shit to tend to in a second here, so I'm just gonna finish off these chats. I was really gonna show Carla and gave me an non-perishable foods. I'm sorry. Congrats on the foods, but I'm sorry. Sticking out in the center of your screen. Yeah, that's how I get good with snipers actually in video games too, which is pretty cool. Shouldn't Pug W? Do people say Pugwa? We talked about this before. Pugwa. Skylar credit card info leak when. That's why I don't drink, because I know I would stream and leak my credit card info when the YouTube check hit. Yeah. Enough for a couple outfits anyway. That could be a fun video too, trying on the shit I buy on stream. I need to do more simple little videos like that. I overthink it too much, guys. I always come in with these high concepts, but I don't need to do that. I thought there was a dark mode in Edge. I don't know where to find it. As a streamer, we need to know how much money you make. From streaming, I make approximately between 50 cents and $2 a stream, depending. Sometimes it's $0 if it gets demonetized, but typically I'll make 50 cents off the initial viewership, and then sometimes people will super chat. So on average, I would say I make about $1.50, $2 a stream. Video is obviously more. But yeah, it's not nothing, you know. It's enough for some clothes. The only food I can stand is horse meat. Fair enough. When are we picking the OnlyFans outfits? I am so far from that right now. I will. It's funny. I'm in like. There's a bell curve for doing OnlyFans, right? You either have to be so poor that you have to do OnlyFans, or have so much money and like so much clout, like Belle Delphine, that like doing it will make you so wealthy you'll never have to work again. But in the middle is me. I'm like, I don't need to do it right now, and it would hurt my YouTube career to do it right now. So like, why would I do it right now? Like, I'm just gonna wait if I can. Also, I want to make a video on this sometime, but it's a hard topic to like tackle because like it's so foreign to me right now. But like, sexuality's been weird for me in general. seeing myself as a sexual person has been difficult. It's you know, deeply tied into identity, but ever since I've kind of gone off the rails mentally, I've not been feeling super sexual. And I'm not really sure why. I don't really want to be seen or anything like that. So I used to, but not anymore. I know you're just making a joke. It's okay. I'm joking too, but I'm not joking. I'm being honest. How is H&M with tall sizes? Probably not great, but they have a very wide variety of shit in there. So odds are you'll find something that fits a hurt my YouTube career. What do you mean? I just feel like if I did, why would it hurt your YouTube career? I don't know why it would hurt my YouTube career, if I'm being honest with you. I'm just very paranoid. I guess it would hurt my real life career is what I'm really worried about. Tell you what, if I ever go YouTube full time, then I can do it. But yeah, sexuality is wild. It's weird, wacky and wild, and hard to figure out. But anyway, guys, I could talk all fucking day about this shit. But that's not gonna get me prepared for the fucking social engagements that I've been roped into. So I'm gonna go. See you guys next time with some actual shopping shit, I hope. Have yourselves a good night. This was a Pog stream. You guys are Pog. I love talking about stupid shit and giving my bad takes. I'm glad you guys all tolerate it. Yeah, so anyways, goodbye everybody. Farewell. Love you. Peace.